Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reviews and I watched Resident Evil Extinction with the tagline all bets are off. Yo, they really have a streak with me. With the moves are good, but it doesn't give me the satisfaction. You know? The satisfaction of the excitement through the whole movie. It just doesn't give me that. And it's kind of disappointing, but yeah, that. But let's just start with the movie, shall we? With an up-close shot of an eye. And it just opened. This sounds like a déjà vu. It's Alice, her eye. We see an up-close shot of her face, and she was laying on the bathroom floor, well, the shower floor, with the curtain half over her. And I legit thought at first, wait, do I have the right movie? Yeah, I clicked on the right movie, but are we back in part 1? Are they showing me the wrong movie? No, they didn't, because I just kept watching, obviously, and she went to a bit where tilts her head up, she feels, and she looks a bit around. We get a kind of different shots, from seeing her, on the floor. Still all from the front, all from the front, and now we see her, just the last part of her walking towards the mirror and standing in front of it. She wipes it, she looks at herself, and then looks at her scar that she has here on her shoulder. And she touches it, and then she grabs a silk rope and she puts it on. She walks out of the bathroom into the bedroom, and there you see the bed, and on there is a red dress waiting for her. But we're gonna leave that, because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. It was another enjoyable movie. Definitely an enjoyable movie. There are also some points that I've written down, like, I get, she said, for us, to stay alive, we have to be on the move. And yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. If you have a zombie heart, you have to stay alive, so be on the move, otherwise they get to you eventually. But gasoline or petrol or benzene or whatever you want to call it, it also isn't usable forever, because, and I don't mean for you run out. No, I mean it expires. It kind of get. I've seen it in a video. I don't know how true it is, but I've kind of seen it thicken it up a bit. A bit. How do you call it? a bit stolting, like how your blood gets thicker, after you die, it gets thick. It's a bit like that, bit, 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 bit. I don't know, it gets a bit, bit klonterig. How do you say that? Like expired milk, you get it gets chunky, it kind of gets chunky. Like you pour it out, you get, and I think what I saw in the video, it was the same bit like that, or it was also a movie. So I don't know how true it is, but as far as I know, it expires also eventually, it's maybe not in a few days, but maybe a couple years, maybe 5 years, maybe 15 years, then it will get more chunky. Plus, if there's no Electra, you can't properly use a gas pump, I think, because they usually are on electricity. So, yeah. We saw some crows eating, well, we saw a crow eating a dead body of a zombie after Alice shot it in the head. And I thought wait, don't crows turn into zombies because they ate infected flesh? And a bit later, yeah, they do turn into zombies. Well, so we had zombie crows. Fantastic. Remind me of the birds that we watched on the channel, from Alfred Hitchcock. Fantastic. Go watch my review for The Bird from Alfred Hitchcock. Enjoyable movie. It was pretty cool though, we had a whole swarm of, a whole murder of crows. And they were all flying, like a tornado, just above above, in the air, all flying in circles. And they had on top of there was a surviving group, and they had on top of one of the vehicles a flamethrower, and somebody was using it. And then he got attacked, and that thing was still on, so it was spinning around, spinning while it was still throwing fire. But it was still on, so it was just, like I said, still breathing out fire, and it was going in round in circles, and then Alice came, and it was one of the guys, I can't remember his name, but we saw him in the last movie. He was one of the Spark guys, and so he held one person to protect them, and then Alice just came on time to survive, to shield them with her mental powers, like Sue Storm from the Fantastic Four. She also has this kind of those telekinetic kind of force field-ish powers, and Alice also did that. Kind of protect them with a shield around the back from the fire don't hit them, and then she spiked a bit of her power so that the flames will shoot up, and like Dumbledore in part 6 of Harry Potter, he did that with his staff, when they had the Horcrux, with the chain Horcrux, we had that scene. Well, I didn't do it on the channel, but I've seen Harry Potter. My mother is a big Harry Potter fan. I grew up with Harry Potter, so I'm very familiar with that scene. So because all those water creatures came out to Harry and Dumbledore, like that, and that was also in this movie, like a herd of that they probably did it first, and then Harry Potter, did it then. I think the movie part 6 of the movie came, I think, later than 2007. I don't know for sure, but anyway, so the big, flamey cloud, and it burned up the whole murder of crows and all the feathers down, burned feathers, very cool, very cool. The bad guy got bitten by a zombie. The doctor that she let alive at the end of the last movie, which I actually didn't get, because why the fuck would you leave him alive? Now he is still alive and he can still do those experiments and all that shit. And I get it, he is not the only one that does it, but kill him, but anyway, so he was still alive and he was bitten. Yes. And he got bring me back to the lab. So he got back to the lab, and he had something, injected himself with something, and it was apparently a kind of a serum with Alice her blood, because apparently Alice her blood can be used to make a cure, because it's the T virus has molecularly bonded with her, with her, so they can make a cure out of her blood. And so he was bitten, and so he injected himself with 5 different vials, probably of that serum. And then the guy said you're out, So he shot him, and the guy went down. Then he got back up after the guy turned his back to him. And then that guy, the doctor guy, had some kind of new powers, and the fingers, and in the mouth and the eyes, all. Yeah. Well, that was this movie. It was another good movie. Maybe I enjoyed this movie just again a bit more than the second movie. That they just very, very slowly building a bit up, but it still won't change the score, because this will still be a 4 out of 5. It was just a good movie. Go watch the movie yourself, but don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good zombie or apocalypse, something like that movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and see you guys tomorrow for Resident Evil 4. I think there are 6 or 7 of these movies. So, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Next week, we're gonna do the Psycho franchise. We're gonna do the whole 1 to 5, then Bates Motel, or 1 to 4 Bates Motel, then part 5. And week after, Sharktopus. Week after that, Paranormal Activity. And then we're already at the beginning of October, where it is spooky month on the channel, so we're gonna do horror, and more horror. Well, definitely some scary movies. So if you want to see those, subscribe to the channel, because we're gonna have a lot of fun. That said, I'm also gonna leave that. Leave likes, recommend a good, yada yada. I already said that. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.